And welcome back, boys and girls, or whatever it is you want me to call you. Remember, this is the place where I ended my video of last week, so we will continue here by going up the stairs and see what's up there in the first tower. Let's go. As you reach the top of the stairs, an apparition appears. Welcome, children of Darkmoon. This is the test of faith. You must not be afraid. Here, you will only be able to trust that which you truly know. Yourself. Well, these things are very dangerous. When you step into them, you will actually suffer a lot of damage. Particularly Sanral can die easily that way, so it's a good idea to save here. See what I mean? Well, a little rest. Behind this door we can find Tanglor, the final NPC of the game. And he is a clerk. So that would get you an extra healer, but it's not that I really need it. Yeah, let's just kill it. And then we have a mantis key. But this is the only one that we find in a wounded state and will be able to kill easily. The rest is alive. And although no longer armed with a halberd like their counterparts in Eye of the Beholder 1, they are still nasty for constantly paralyzing you. Well, that should. And, well, another polearm. Not that I need it. I only needed that key. That sucks. Now I have to start all over. Sanral cannot be resurrected with the Raise Dead spell, due to him being an elf. So you really have to be a bit lucky with the amount of damage he gets. The rest may get through just fine. Of course, I should have saved the game before I went back. So, the blame is all on myself. Haste makes waste, huh? Oh well. Okay, and now let's save the game. And let's just go to the main section to rest. Hopefully no clerks will appear. Mostly they don't, as long as I'm standing here, but it's never a guarantee. Yeah, just a few checkups. It never hurts to check up how your party is doing. Okay. This way. And of course, it's the same story now. Trying to get through and hoping no one gets killed. This time, however, I will get a mantis as soon as I'm at the safe part. And this time it's Ember who gets killed, but Ember can also not be resurrected by Raised Dead for the same reason as Sandral. Both are elves. Now I don't have to go back anymore. Ever again. Ooh. Well, let's have a little rest, shall we? Okay, that will do. The bones, you need 3. Together, they are the key. You have made me very happy. Now I reward you with the key. I will need it later, of course. Let's see. This takes an anti-ski. Ooh. Yeah, there was another. Oh. That lightning bolt was enough. Okay. Suddenly the air is filled with a high-pitched whistle. You turn in time to see a mantis warrior throw a sphere-like object at you. Okay, now let's wait for the other. And another mantis key. Hey. Dispel magic and blur. Well, I didn't have dispel magic yet. Okay. Well. No. Oh yeah, I must make one step backwards as that room is deemed not safe to rest. I wish I could just continue, but I have another paralyzed one. And again. If I do not open all these cocoons manually, they will all open in once as soon as I reach the other side of the room. So, and then I will get 6 Ant warriors all at once. And of course this is declared the nest. Then to give up that Emil Mantis gave up his life so I could kill his offspring entirely. Life is never fair, isn't it? Yeah, take an eye and put it back. And another glass sphere, I need 3 of them, and this one is a Mantis idol. I will need that later. Well, this is all taken care of. Hey. And I guess that will have to do. You see mountains and clouds in the distance. Okay. Yeah, and these are wasps. The sound they make do not really sound the way they should be. These are ad-lib sounds, and they are not that easy to to emulate, and of course I'm now playing the game in DOSBox. Let's see. And most importantly, Wanna, you got herself poisoned. They don't have that much HP, but the paralyze and poison in combination is what makes these fellows so downright annoying, dangerous, whatchamacallit. Those others will likely not bother me. Yeah, there are some beside me, but I can only fight. Oh, it's only one, but... Don't worry about the ones you see there. For some strange reason, they will not bother me. And if I time resting right, I will even be allowed to rest. It's not something you expect to happen, but hey, let's see. Now just timing it right is tricky. Yeah, that was too late. It just comes down to perfect timing. Yeah, this one comes in a corner that I can't see it. Then I have no choice but to go head on. To poison, but all I need is of course the key. As long as I stand here, no new wasps can get out of that nest. Okay, that one fireball was enough. Let's see, because I'm not really sure of my way anymore. Yeah, this is where I should be. Fate is the key, yeah. With fate they mean that you should not trust what you hear or see, but only trust on yourself. And you see, as soon as I flip the levers, then holes will come. However, when I press that button, I can just turn one of those holes into an illusion and pass through. Greetings again. You've almost completed the test of fate. There's one more obstacle which you must face. You've learned well, and I trust that our teachings have not been in vain. The door to the left will lead you to the next trial. The door to the right is almost certain death. Of course, you must only trust yourself, not what you hear. So I will not choose the door on the left, I will choose the door to the right. Well, not much here, just a corridor and another stairway. And I thought I heard someone whistling in the distance. What would she mean with that, huh? The way through 3 is 2, not 4. 1, 3, and this is door number 2. There are 2 enemies here, like on any floor. Snakes is their name according to the manual. I'd rather call them serpents. When we have feasted, it's I who sings the praise. When we have hungered, it's I who breeds the pain. Yeah, basically every time that mouth opens, it spits out a fireball. And that can hurt pretty bad. Well, these are the snakes. Of course, they are poisonous. So, the other enemy you may find here are gas spores. I also like to call them mini beholders. They look like beholders, hence the nickname I gave them. They are actually most of the time harmless. However, when attacked, they will die instantly, exploding in the process, hurting you all in the process. Of course, I call them mini beholders. But we will also get the real deal soon enough. Let's save first. Welcome, children. You have done well thus far. However, your temperament has yet to be challenged. Take heed as you travel forth. You must not tarry. Consider all you have learned and choose the right door. Choose wrongly and feel my master's wrath. Yeah, 2 doors. And I will be locked in now. However, since I picked the correct door. Very good, very wise. You will make a fine addition to the second order. May you have continued success. If I chose the wrong door, I would get in a similar room, only then with nothing at all, leaving the game in an unwinnable state. Which was pretty common at the time. An item I need is behind this door, but as you can see, no way to open it. That will come eventually. And this is one of those gas spores. Oh, it doesn't move. Basically, if you attack it at a distance with anything that you have at your disposal to do so, you should mostly be fine. This polearm, cursed, serves as a key item, and I must leave it in a cursed state. Bandit armor +2. Well, what does it do? That's not... Oh, that's a +3. That's... Yeah, I guess that's... And this one is also a nice one. +3 short sword. Wow. Monsters are near. Where? That monsters are near issue when resting is even worse in IFT Beholder 3. But of course more about that when I get to that game. For now I'm done here. I'll have to get back later when the door is open. Yes, anything works. As long as they get only 1 point of damage, they will explode. This is a trapway. You can get trapped in with a clerk. And this is where I should be. Items, Spawn of Greed, are what I need. 1 for each share, and 1 less to fear. Yeah. What I need is 5 rocks. Of course I should have taken the rocks I had at the base level, which was pretty stupid not to check them out. I already have 3 lying here. Well, in that trapped corridor there is yeah, greed may be your downfall. Give what you need not. Everything I put in there turns into a rock. That saves me the entire way back to the entrance level. You've done well. I sing my song. One's refuse is another's cold. Your famine is my feast. Rotten food is what he needs. This is just a delight, the taste, the ravage of time. Hear me sing. From the fiends from below, find the item with the hidden glow. Find this thing, find it for me. Only then shall I set you free. The mantis idol. I am the keeper of the gate. It's open now, so celebrate. With that, it means the door to the red gem that I will need to satisfy this one. Nature's beauty is my meat. Tiny and red, this is such a treat. I must have the blade which has eaten so much. I must have the one which I fear not to touch. A Balam Leech or a Great Sword Hunger will do this. Revenge is the sweetest taste of all. Hear my call. Well, this sword is a two-hander. +3, okay. That's pretty strong. I don't like to fight with two-handers. This mouth is always closed. It does serve a purpose, which I can explain later. I would spoil too much if I reveal its purpose now. No matter how parched, no matter if rolled, no matter if magic, no matter how old. Basically any kind of scroll will do. Oh yeah, that letter to Kelvin. You don't need this anymore, do you, Amber? I'm parched, I'm dry. Give me liquid so I can cry. Well, any potion will do. Refreshment so you bring, so now I can sing. Of course, one mouth is still open, and that's why the door at the end doesn't open yet. I need to push this button, otherwise I will go on eternally. I feel dizzy. If you took a good look at my compass, you will see that I was facing west, but I'm now facing east. In other words, I turned around. A potion of vitality. Well, and in later portions of the game, you will notice that you will turn around on more occasions without even noticing. Unless you were, of course, paying good attention to your compass. Well, this one does move. Surprise! Verrassing! Surprise! Überraschung! And a scroll of disintegrate. Well, this is only a treasure room. Yeah, those serpents are not really that much of a threat. It's just that they can poison is the big issue with them. Yeah, that is a nice map to have for the next room. As it guides me through an illusionary maze. And what kind of ring is this? A ring of adornment. Useless. Junk. Well, let's see. That is that fireball breathing mouth. If you didn't get the rotten food from that secret dungeon from the forest, there's also one package behind this door you can force. The trouble is that loads of serpents can spawn there, and in only a very short time the entire room will be full of them. Yes, here it is. The pleasure is mine. For you, I play something just as divine. I think the door at the end of the hall just opened up. Welcome, intrepid ones. At last. Welcome to Darkmoon. I am Grand Dragon, High Priest and Overlord of this realm. You've been quite persistent. You have killed several of my minions and pillaged my temple. I didn't invite you. You are beginning to upset me. You have come so far, but often north. Alas, now we must part. To ensure that you will meet your doom, I have sealed the door behind you. I'm afraid there's no way out. So stay a while. Stay forever! And the door has been sealed. And now that only mouth that was closed from the beginning is now open, as my only way out is a teleportation that will come at the end of the next floor. And when I make it all the way back here and reach that mouth, it will say, "You pleased my brothers, but Dran closed the path. I will reopen the door and meet Dran's wrath." Well, and then the door's open again, so you can go upstairs here. And ooh, my tea is always turning into coffee. So let's remove the tea bag. I am pretty safe at this spot, even though this is the place where you will find one of the most dangerous enemies. One of them is the will-o-wisp, that is the least dangerous one, and the other is the beholder. And they are, of course, the very dangerous ones. Although, when you know how to deal with them, most of them can be quite easy. Now, it's always a good idea to leave something you don't need behind as a marker. There are 4 ways like this, and they all end with a hand-shaped niche carrying a Darkmoon key. However, it's pretty much random where you end up, and thus those markers will help you so you don't have to walk the whole way through the corridor to find out if you are actually somewhere you haven't been before. Hey, that was... because now when there is a food package as marker, I can never be sure. I think this was the one where I left. No. Fuck you. Okay, at least I haven't been here before. Well, there's only 4 keys I need, and there are no more Darkmoon keys required further on in the game. The last Darkmoon key that I can get here is, of course, when you didn't pick that one Darkmoon lock that I did pick, then you will need it to get the 4th door here open. Good tea. Well, and here we will find the first beholder. My problem is here most of all that I lack the space to fight it properly. You are not acolytes of Darkmoon. It will not please His Highness to know that you have come this far. Therefore, my friends and I must stop you now. Friends sounds a bit strange from a beholder's perspective. I had to risk it. Okay. That spell, huh? And now I'm screwed, as the only one who could fix that is now dead herself. Fuck that. Perhaps it's a good idea to save halfway. It's dead. Good. Of course, your mages are completely useless on this particular floor, as both the will-o-wisps and the beholders are both completely immune to all kinds of magic. Damn you. Yeah, only the first ones cause a real problem, like I said it before. As lack of space is my biggest problem with the first beholders. Dang. As on the later beholders, I will show you the secret trick to beat them quite easily. Another one dead, and this one can't be resurrected. Oh, damn. Unless I cheat. Well, this one I can manage. There's only one more in this lack of space room, so at least I don't need to worry any further after that one. I have a bad feeling about this place, yeah, so do I. Grant chose exactly the right spot to lock me in, didn't he? Fuck you, asshole. No. That is a bit too much. Okay, that's end of story already. And at least that's the last beholder in which I was suffering from lack of space. It's not the last beholder of this floor though. Yeah, this one will try to lure me into a trap as soon as I stand on that plate. It will cause an a fireball trap to trigger, and I'm not going to sacrifice Amber to that one, so let's just load the game. I don't need to kill that particular will-o-wisp anyway. This alcove is safe. Rest and prepare for the journey that awaits. Well, this is the illusionary maze. This is. So move on to the wall 1 step to the right, 3 forward. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now I should be at the middle of that lane next to the word illusionary. 2 steps forward. And then I lost my way. Oh! I must have had a minor mistake. This was at least the room I wanted to get to. Excuse me, I seem to have been stuck here. Will you please lend me a hand? I will surely starve without your aid. Well, it doesn't really matter. If I help him, I have to fight him right away. If I try to kill him, I have to fight him later. Thank you, kind, generous, the beholder says, licking his chops. Soft and delicious, scrumptious, adventurous. Your tenderest touches my stomach, heart. Allow me to show me my gratitude. And now it's just a matter of always moving sideways, and the beholder will have to follow. Giving it no time to actually perform an action. And that is why beholders are normally so easy, unless the 3 I fought before, because I lacked the space to do that little trick. Well, if I tried to kill it, then I would meet it here, and then it would say, trying to kill a harmless beholder with you. You don't deserve to live. And then he will also fight me, so either way, it was always fighting time. Yeah, let's lure it to where I have more space. That takes care of that one. This is actually the place where you can find most beholders, but they are actually very easy to clean out. Now the only thing I need here is this crystal hammer. It makes a very nice weapon, and it's also a key item for later. These bracers are actually junk. Overall, beholders are pretty slow, and that is of course also in my advantage. Fuckyou. Amber gained a level. Yeah, right on time after dying so much. And that is the last one. Ah, another scroll of fireball, huh? Let's see. Yeah, Sandral is the only one who doesn't have it yet. And in the next tower I will really need that spell. Let's save.
Oh my. I guess some of you did get away. Thank you for returning. You will make a nice dessert for my evening meal.
Now let's identify this wand. A wand of dispel magic. The dragon skin armor. That is a better armor for +2 short sword. Okay. Why can Amber use a sword as a mage? Well, aside from a mage, she's also a rogue, hence she can handle swords. Should you have the spell True Seeing, which could be when you have very high level clerks or mages, then now could be a good time to actually use it, as it can save you a lot of trouble. Well, the trouble with these will-o-wisps is actually that they have a pretty low armor class, so you will rarely hit them. Although I have been doing some experiments by cheating my paladin and fighter thief up, seeing what would happen, and then you will find out that those will-o-wisps are a lot easier to beat, as my taco will be a lot lower. Of course, my True Seeing spell wore off. Yes, I think this is where I wanted to be. After a moment of dizziness, a vision of Calvin appears in your mind. My friends, what have you learned since we last spoke? We believe Darkmoon was built upon another much older structure, possibly of dark elven origin. Our sleep was disrupted by visions of death and destruction in these areas. We have fought many strange creatures in what may be part of a trial or rite of passage for members of this cult. I'm impressed. You have gone far and learned much. What else have you discovered? There's one more thing. We encountered a distinguished gentleman who claims to be the overlord of this temple. He called himself Dran Dragor. A concerned look comes over Kelvin's face. Did you say Dran? Dran Dragor. Things may be worse than I thought. He is very powerful. You must avoid him at all costs. I must inform the lords of this new turn. My friends, I wish I didn't have to tell you this. Darkmoon is enshrouded by a powerful magic barrier. Even I cannot break it. I may not be able to contact you again. My colleagues and I are doing what we can, but the power of this field is steadily growing. I will... Your contact with Kelvin is suddenly broken. Well, let's pray for spells. As I don't need true seeing anymore. But there are a few more beholders ahead, and I hope I can prevent having any dead guys, but hey. You may already have guessed that Dran is the main antagonist of this installment, and that killing him is therefore the final objective of the game. As soon as Dran dies, the game is over and then I've won. Look well at my compass. Ding. Yes. And here will be another will-o-wisp and a beholder. And I need a lot of luck that the will-o-wisp dies at exactly the time that the beholder is positioned where I want it to be positioned. But that is something I cannot see. Yeah, you may see me moving forward, but that is to make sure that I will immediately go forward if the will-o-wisp dies, hoping that I can have the advantage of the space ahead. Okay, I don't know where that beholder went to. Oh, there he is. Yes, here he comes. And that will do. Yeah, that chain wheel is useless. That ring, what does it do? A ring of sustenance. Whoever wears a ring or a necklace of sustenance won't need any food anymore. As it simply will never go down. Hey, nice one, hey? Well, I'm always done in this tower. You are not children of Darkmoon. All intruders must be destroyed. The guardians of the test will dispense with you presently. Yeah, two beholders, but don't fear them. When you are quick enough, you can go straight through and reach the pedestal at the end of this room, and that pedestal is my objective for this tower. Well, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Failed. Sometimes that happens, so always a good idea to save. 3, 2, 1. And now I succeeded. You are drawn to the stark marbled pedestal, where there's a carving perfectly suited for your hand. Will you place your hand on the pedestal? Yes, I will. A shocking bolt surges through your hand and then engulfs the party. You fall to the floor as darkness descends. After what seems like an eternity, a soft light fills your eyes. Slowly you open them. You are back near the entrance of the temple. Yes, this was the place where Calandra's sister used to be, and the room where I met Jorl and Nadia, who were standing here when I was entering, and that is the door back to the forest. Well, when I remove an item from the right hand, you can now see a mark on Plasta's hand. Basically, this is the case with my entire party. Should any NPCs join me after this point, which is technically possible, they will also bear that mark. And of course, you remember, this is the mark of Darkmoon. There was a door sealed with some lips saying, "None shall pass without the mark of Darkmoon." Well, this is that mark. So this is what I need to move on. You overhear voices through a nearby door. Do you wish to listen? A worried female voice said,
"Oh, that female-minded hack! Her foolishness could ruin our plans!"
A male voice answers confidently, "What difference does it make? For the time being, she has served us well. In fact, in the past few days, she has brought us 3 more victims." Anxiously, the woman replies,
"Grand risks all by using her. She's getting impatient. Soon she will abandon hope. If that happens, I can assure you she will inform the militia."
Disruptively, he snaps, "It's not wise to speak ill of Dran. You must watch your words or you will share the same fate as her family. And soon she will join them in death as well."
"Of course, I would never criticize his plan. You are right. We should... did you hear something from the corridor?"
Yeah, who is this man, huh? And how did he get so powerful? Well, at the end of the game, that will surely be clear. But don't call me Shirley. Well, let's just have a little break. this is where I wanted to be. To any who bear the mark of bark. Again. To any who bear the mark of Darkmoon, I shall grant passage. Of course, I said it before. Now I'm going to meet enemies who can cast petrification. And thus I may need these bags. And I will need the crystal hammer in order to break this shield. There are two ways to do this. By doing it this way, I now need to sacrifice an item. One of them has the spell Flame Strike. But can only do that once. And he wasted it. Just a normal plate meal. And here is the stairway to the second tower. And that will be for next week. So thank you for watching and join me the next time when I'm going to explore the second tower. Goodbye, auf Wiedersehen, au revoir and tot ziens.